Hello everybody, AB Trains here, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing something different in Stepford County Railway. Today I'm going to be showing you how to pass the qualified driver training. Please note that this video is only for people who are wanting to rank up from a trainee driver to a qualified driver. So first off, if I could just click on back for a moment. So this is the SCR menu, which I'm sure you'll know by now. You're going to click on training. And here you have 3 stages. So stage 1, you've obviously got to join the group. Stage 2, I don't have a clue, but I'm sure you'll have a look. And stage 3 is actually going to be the actual training. So as you can see, we've got a training due at 1800 hours with Jinda Su. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologise if I haven't. So the time is currently 17:55. So the training will start in about 5 minutes. So let's join the session. So you're going to click on join session. This should take a few seconds to load. It is doing something. This is basically the transition from going from one game to another. Right, I'll be right back, and when I come back, this thing would have loaded. Okay, the thing has finally loaded after about 10 years. That's the thing with loading, they take so long to load. Okay, we're going to skip the preload. I'm not going to have you guys waiting over this. So once again, this video is for trainee drivers only. If you have recently just passed the qualified driver trainings, please click off this video now. Okay, so here we are in the game. 4 high ranks are in the game, with one of them being in charge, which is Jitasu. So you're going to skip the intro because we've already seen it plenty of times. We're going to open the chat. It is crucial that you open the chat. Okay, welcome to the practical assessment. You won't have access to your normal points and experience or purchases here. But don't worry, they're safe and waiting for you in the live game. Okay, so we've just been told to spawn as a passenger and line up at Stepford Central. So you're going to do that. Connect. Stepford Central. And there they are. Okay, so here we are at Stepford Central. And there's a group of people lining up against the trees. We're going to stand next to this bacon hair over here. Okay, when it hits 1800 hours, the instructions and introduction will be laid out. Welcome to the qualified driver training. Please spawn as a passenger at Stepford Central and line up against the grass, or the trees actually. Please be aware that high ranks do have the power to kick you off this server. So make sure you are behaving themselves and ensure that you are following their instructions. If you are caught disobeying their instructions or just faffing around, like as if this is a playground, you shall be kicked from this server and you will be disqualified. Please ensure that you obey the high ranks instructions at all times. Welcome to the qualified driver training. Spawn as a passenger at Stepford Central and line up against the grass. Might as well dance for the sake of it. Someone's obviously not listening because I can hear a train somewhere. Unless someone has already been trained at the present moment. So, in a training,
the train now approaching platform 4 terminates here.
There are about 2, 3 or 4 high ranks, with at least one of them leading the whole thing. All high ranks that help out or are in charge of the trainings are LDs. Okay, the time now is 18:01, so the training should be starting now. Once again, it is crucial that you keep the chat open, because high ranks will be laying out the introduction and instructions. Please make sure you read it in full.
Platform 4 for the 1802 Stepford Connect service to Whitefield. Calling at Stepford East, High Street, Whitefield Lido, Stepford USC, Woodmid Lane, Horton Lake, and Whitefield. This train has 3 coaches.
If you are still in the driver role, when we start the training, you will be kicked. So let's see who's not listened. Let's scroll down and have a look.
For the 1804 Stepford Connect service to Whitefield. Calling at Stepford East.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have not listened. So eventually, when the training starts, those 5 people will be kicked. I'm just going to put hello. Okay, another high rank has joined. On average, you probably get about 3 or 4 high ranks. And also, when the high rank, the high rank that is in charge of the training, gives out the introduction and instructions, all training attendants will be muted for the duration of the introduction and instructions. The training should be starting any moment now, or at least. So it's currently 18:04 and it should have started 4 minutes ago. So it looks like it's a training on how to dance. Okay, it looks like all the drivers are apparently being kicked from the server. Well, that's their problem. Okay, as you can see, all players are being muted. We will be starting now. Please pay attention to the briefing from the Bacon family, which are these people over there, the high ranks. Hello everyone, welcome to today's qualified driver training session. I am your host, Jidan Su, smiley face. We are joined here today with my wonderful co-hosts, Cute Cat Games, New Javisar Moro 21, Stacey_Summer and Soft King 2. Please make sure you pay attention and listen to the briefing carefully. If you have any questions, please ask them at the end when you are unmuted. Today's qualified training session will act as an assessment on your existing driving skills and your knowledge of driving in SCR. Still unfamiliar with the driving aspect? No worries, we will be covering it now, so make sure to read and take in what we will be explaining. On the training server, the only class unlocked is the class 185 with 3 coaches. This means that you will need to stop at the 3-car marker board. If there are not any numbered car stop markers at the station, you may stop at the S-car marker board instead. Car stop markers are the black signs with either a white number or an S on it. You will find these along the platform. Stations should be approached at a speed between 25 or 45 miles per hour. What do the signals mean in game? Green is for proceed, pass at the speed limit, given. Double yellow, or primarily caution, is next to aspect is yellow, adjust your speed accordingly. Yellow or caution means the next aspect is either red, yellow or green. Slow to 45 miles per hour until the next green aspect. Red danger means stop at this light and wait until it is safe to proceed. If the signal has a blue dot underneath, that indicates the signal is being controlled by a signaller. You should contact the signaller in control via the in-game chat if you are waiting for a long period of time at a controlled signal. By the way, aspect is just another way of saying the colour of the signal or light. SPAD means signal passed at danger, meaning your train has passed through a red aspect. You will need to reset the AWS once the signal has changed. AWS stands for Automatic Warning System. The system's purpose is to warn the driver when either a yellow or red signal is approaching. When your train is approaching either a yellow or red aspect, you will see a virtual alert on the audio tone and an audible tone. Press Q or tap the visual alert, the orange circle with an exclamation mark inside of it, to dismiss it. If you do not dismiss it within a few seconds, your train will come to an immediate halt. Your trainers are each assigned a depot and will ask you to spawn at a specified depot. Only spawn as a driver when asked to do so. If you have to go AFK, send me a message and I'll notify your assessor. Training will take as long as it takes, and if you pass, you will be ranked very soon. If you cannot go sooner, if you have to go, we'll have to set order for the session. Remember to assess. Hang on. I'm going to have to go up just so I can read it. Remember to access private messages. Please double-click tap your trainer's username in chat. Make sure that you're spawning in the correct depot. Do not pass red signals and do not drive past your next stop. Once you have loaded passengers, do not proceed. Wait for further instructions from your trainers. As qualified drivers, you need to understand there are some things you should not do that could lead to possible demotion if you are reported. Trespassing in the public server, i.e. walking on what? Walking on the tracks, climbing on the stations, gantries and roofs, exploring closed stations. Oh, God. Or maybe if I scroll that down, which makes life easier. Okay. I've already read that. As qualified drivers, you need to... Right, okay. Ruining in others' in-game experiences. This includes train surfing and intentionally stopping trains, as well as leaving a train AFK. Disrespect to all players here at SCR. This means being rude, not listening to dispatchers, signallers, or other higher ranks, swearing, and being impatient. Swearing, well, you'll be tagged anyway. Please take a moment to read through all the information above and ask questions if you are not clear about anything when you are unmuted shortly. Okay. So there you have it. Just put that up. Personally, I don't have a question because I'm fully clear on what's being said. Let me see if I can zoom out, see how many people there are. Quite a lot, if you ask me. Ignore the background sound effects. If you are not good in English, we will give you time to translate. Once again, please try to ignore the background sound, because my dogs are normally like this at this time. At around, what is it now? 18:13. Normally happens earlier or later than that. But I can't control their behaviour, so you're going to have to deal with it. Any more training related questions? I'm just going to put no for the sake of this. Or I could just put I'm good. Okay, we'll now move on to the assessment part of this session. Please be patient and wait for your turn. Writing in all caps won't help you, Kenny. Okay, so someone named Kenny. Okay, best luck to all of you. Only spawn as drivers when you are called up. So basically, chill a bit and you will be unmuted. So somebody's also obviously hasn't taken a chill pill. So once you are called, please check the chat box regularly. No, let me just rephrase that. So basically, once all the question parts have been sorted, you will be required to check the chat box regularly because who knows, it might be your turn. When you are chosen, please follow the instructions given by your assessor. So first off, you will spawn at a depot which you've been asked to spawn at. You will travel to your first stop, well, the first stop outside the depot. So like Benton Depot to Benton, Coxley Depot to Coxley, and Stepford East to Stepford Central. And obviously you will be required to stop at the correct marker board, and you will wait at that station and await further instructions. Well, basically before that, you will be assessed on your driving between the depot and the first station. Once you have stopped, you will wait for further instructions. The assessor will ask you a couple of simple SCR related questions, and then they'll see whether you've passed or not. When you see you are above the limit, then slow down. So basically when it's amber or red. When you are chosen also, you may either respawn yourself or let the high rank or assessor respawn you. Okay, so we've just been chosen by Stace_Sammer. Welcome, I will be assessing your training today. Please spawn as driver at Whitefield Lido siding and drive to Whitefield Lido now. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so we're going to click on back. We're going to click on driver. Choose operator, connect. You can currently only do connect as part of the training. So you've got two routes, Stepford Victoria to Stepford Airport Central. That's only for others. We've been asked to do the Whitefield thing, so we will click on Stepford Central to Whitefield. We will click on Whitefield Lido siding, because that's what we've been assigned to do.
This train is now approaching.
Okay, you've got the simple instructions there. We don't really need all that. Okay, so let's leave the siding for Whitefield Lido. Oh, hold on. And drive to the right so we can drive to it. Please obey speed limits and signals at all times.
Stepford Central. Calling at High Street, Stepford East, and Stepford.
We are formed of 3 coaches, so we will stop at the 3-car marker. Okay, here we are at Whitefield Lido. Okay, please stay there and do not continue to drive. We will now move on to the theory questions. Question 1. Are you allowed to skip scheduled stops? Obviously you can't, so no. Question 2. What does a red signal mean? It obviously means danger. And what do you need to do? So basically you stop and wait until the line ahead is clear. Okay, here we go. You've passed, congrats. Please leave the server now. You'll be ranked soon. And bye. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you pass a qualified driver training. Please obey all instructions from the higher ranks and all speed limits and signals. and you will eventually pass the training. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.